So come on in, take a sip, let's wind down. We've got ourselves a Wednesday Guardian Cryptic to get into. I woke up this morning, as you may have seen if you caught the solve from yesterday. I woke up this morning in Munich, went over to the airport and picked up my darling Shotzi, who is an absolute zombie at this point, but she may be recovered enough by Saturday to join us here in Le Café chez Christophe. But she's telling me in the other room, I'll be fine tomorrow, but I can tell she's really beat. She didn't get any flight, any sleep on the flight. It was cramped, and it was the drink service wasn't even really stable. I mean, it was because of all the turbulence. I mean, and if you're not one of those flyers that just doesn't care, you know what I mean? I'm like usually 3 scotches into this thing. I'm like, well, that's fine. I bet you anything we're gonna beat the emergency cruise to the crash site by a good 15 minutes. I mean, you know, I just whatever. But some people are like, I want to kind of live. I don't blame her. So, but she's getting it together. But you can tell I'm beaming from ear to ear. I'm so excited to have my very best friend in the world back here with me where she belongs. And wherever we are, here in Bavaria or wherever we are, that's home. And that's a nice thing. Today I'm having a 2022 Schwarzer Riesling. And this is a Spätlese, trocken, so it's a dry, dark Riesling. And this is from the Becksteiner Winze. And this is what you would typically expect. Now, if you're watching the pour, you know, if you pay attention to the video where I'm pouring the wine, you'll notice that a Hall & Oates video is playing in the background. Something to do with, I can't go for that. No, can do. I can't go for that. So now it's on my brain. But nevertheless, wonderful cassis. Minerality on the nose. It's just screaming Germany, Austria, and that minerality, that vibe, a lot of muted cassis. It smells like it's going to be savory and cassis-like. It just has all those hallmarks. And one of my favorite wines possible. And it is absolutely a dream. So beautifully finished, 0 tannins, soft. And again, I got to really emphasize the finish on this is fabulous, right? It does not linger. It is just great. If you like a dry red, very, very pale, you can read the time through this. You can read the keys on the keyboards. It is a beautiful wine. It will not create a Bluetooth situation in the mirror. This is the one you want, and it would go with anything you wish to drink red wine with. Personally, I'm thinking Swedish meatballs and escargot would be fabulous with this wine. And now, I don't regret the dinner we had because it was pretty amazing, but kind of wish we'd had Swedish meatballs now and escargot. So hopping into our grid here, we've got the Guardian Cryptic crossword number 29694. And I do believe we are on solve number 978. Can you believe that number? It's just insane to me. Let's very carefully get our cursor up in here. Okay. By itself, the Yankee territory introduction of cruel capital punishment means nothing will be the same. So we've got 3 and 5 here. Oh man, there's not even a way to guess that. By itself, the Yankee territory introduction of cruel capital punishment means nothing will be the same. 3, 5, 4. Quiet type of music starts off nicely, ending loud with explosive bit. Ending loud with an explosive bit. Now, this just could be speaking to the combat officer in me. I never resigned my commission. I will always be a captain. And of all my titles, I like that one the best. Though I prefer Christopher. And the alliterative ring that you get from Captain Christopher.combest, I like that too. I'm going to go with shrapnel. And maybe hope that we get something out of it. Finally given a cruel father clothing identity. 4, 3, and 7. But I mean, finally, given by a cruel father. Clothing, identity. But identity's sitting here by itself. And we've got 4, 3, and 7. So I'm going to go with a name. I'm going to go with a name there. That looks like it might work. What is this E here? Index heard in action under the table. I'm afraid that's... Okay. Okay, well, all right, let's just go. Come up with a comment for main ventilator. Come up with. Come up with. If you see me kind of obsessing over that, 'cause I'm thinking this might be invent. And I'm trying to make a component for main ventilator. So you could say the invent, see the M-A-I-N, so I-N, and then V-E-N-T for main ventilator. So I guess that is my cue, I hope, or I'm going down the wrong rabbit hole. Let's see. Trained spy team won't take a step into the void. Okay. Into the void. Into the void. I don't know. It sounds like we might have empty here, though. We'll see if this helps with 15 across. Last year's pilot to start in rapid heart of air show. See, we have this L and this P here, so I'm thinking we might be flying past. And that's not going to help with anything, but maybe with 16 down. Inspector could turn very sour. Inspector could turn very sour. Huh. C8. Okay, so... that content is covered by this arrangement for instruments. 2 and 4. I'm gonna go with hi-hats. I don't know if you're familiar with the song Sunday Bloody Sunday by U2. Well, I think came out in the early 80s. I can't remember the year. I was far too young. But I got the album U2 Live. I guess about 1985, 86, somewhere in there. And I loved the opening drums. And I wanted to learn how to play that opening forever. And one day when I was back in Fort Worth, I was living there at the time, and they somebody was wanting to sell a drum kit for like $200 complete, brand new. It was like a pearl set. I don't know how it got on there so quickly, so cheaply, but I went and I picked them up and I took them home. About 30 minutes later, I was playing the drums to Sunday Bloody Sunday, and I don't think I ever touched them again. I thought it would take longer. It's crazy. C8. I have to C8 one more time here. By itself, the Yankee Territory introduction of cruel capital punishment means nothing will be the same. And so I'm all of that. I'm thinking we're probably talking about nothing will be the same. So on this here, we've got 4, 3, and 1. Oh, it feels like I should know whatever this is. Now or Christmas? 3, 7, and 4. Now or Christmas? That's clever. I think this is the present time. I love that. Well, I want to check these are small. Simple rap as temperature previously went up. A simple rap. Are we talking about a toga? Toga. Okay. Films regularly inspired by Shakespearean element. That's going to take some time. Beast, stripped car held by church. Rest shows up in discrepant accounting. 6 letters, rest. And here we are again. 3, 5, 4, 3, 1, 8. X interrupting frilly period of inactivity. Period of inactivity and interrupting. That looks like it could be a double definition of what could be considered latency. Man, when this comes to me, I hope it does. Rest shows up in discrepant accounting. Trained spy team will take a step into the void. So I guess if we're looking for empty space, that's clever too. Plaster almost stuck firm. Well, it looks like stucco to me. Kind of fits with stuck firm and plaster, right? You know, though, is it really plaster? I mean, I don't know by the definition, perhaps. Yes, you can plaster stuff with cement. I don't know. Okay, so now we got this O here, so this tells me that our inspector may be a surveyor. You know, note to the setters, if you really want to stump me, make it to where I can't find those key words, and then I'll be here forever, right? They are changing. The times they are changing. I don't know what any of the other stuff in this clue means, but by itself, nothing will be the same. I love it. Oh my God. I was just watching that new piece on Bob Dylan, played by Timothy Chalamet. God, he's such a good actor. I really like that kid. I mean, I don't know how old he is. I'm not sure if he's even a kid, but he seems like a kid. But I like him, and he is just so talented. Oh, man. What a wonderful job. And the vocals out of him and Ed, I can't remember the guy's name now. The actor that no one wants to work with anymore, according to all of the rumor mill press, right? But Ed Norton, yeah, he played Pete Seeger, and Timothy played Bob Dylan. It was really good. I mean, it was great stuff. And I'm a huge Dylan fan. I mean, just huge. Every song, God. First song I learned how to play on the guitar was Masters of War. I mean, just a wonderful song. Anyway, the rest shows up in discrepant accounting. I think that we got this T and this A now. I'm going with a cat nap. I'm loving it. I was telling Shotzi on the drive home from the airport that at first, when Clill Benton HWow, I don't even know if he's even a part of this channel anymore, first said something to me about you should try The Guardian, I remember getting into it thinking, this doesn't even make any sense. And none of it makes sense. It all makes no sense. It makes me feel stupid. And now I can't, I can't wait to get home and do The Guardian and hang out with all y'all. Parochial urinals in a mess. Parochial urinals in a mess. Okay. Okay, that might be a bit... musician not on in London with baby shambles. Three and five. Musician not on in London with baby shambles. Extremely ostentation about unpleasant smells. 6 letters, and taking into account how you use those U's in your tribute to the original Anglo-Norman French, odors. We'll see if it works. As if by magic, northern cities, not north. Gonna need a bit more on that. Setter or solvers, terribly sultry. Okay. C10 across. Finally given by cruel father, clothing identity. Oh, I wasn't even paying attention to that. I was just thinking identity for names. So what do we got here? Maybe name and address? Could be. As if by magic. Looks like we could be getting ourselves a presto in here. Alakazam. I have no idea what that is. Setter or solvers terribly sultry. Musician not in London with baby shambles. Answer sailor for this way of washing. Okay. American starts to eat disgusting cold and raw banger. Oh. American starts to eat disgusting cold and raw banger. Well, why do you have to... Look, I know we've got issues these days, but I mean, come on. I mean, cold and raw banger. It looks like we got used. And we got 3 letters. And I don't get anything except for the banger, right? You know, a used car. You know, or what we sometimes call a hoopty in the States. This way of washing, this looks like it looks like ablutions, actually. Musician not in London. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. So we threw Bob Dylan in here on top of it? How funny. Oh, that's great. Oh, that's fantastic. I was just sitting here talking about it too. Parochial urinals in a mess. Oh. Setter or solvers terribly sultry. I mean, it looks like we have yours. I guess this could be yours truly, but I do not, if that's even correct. I don't know what it means. Terribly sultry, yours truly. Parochial mess. Maybe, or maybe insular. Okay, got it. Okay. All right. I guess we got to deal with all that over there in a bit. Films regularly inspired by Shakespearean element. And again, I think we might have antimony, depending on your pronunciation, but not quite sure. Beast, stripped car held by church, and I have no idea. I think this is coyote. A coyote. I don't know other than beast. So that's pretty. That's pretty. Yeah. Index heard in action under the table. I don't know. Index, right? So I'm thinking a stock exchange of some sort. I don't know what else this could be. But under the table, I could imagine this being maybe FTSE, the FTSE, but I do not know what the FTSE is, so I'm going to have to look that up, and I will immediately if I'm even right. Crash Phillistine's agreement. So crash could be impact. And, they all kind of come together, but it's because I can figure out a couple of them. Like, this was a lot of fun. The times they are changing, that was great. And then to have the tribute to Bob Dylan in there anyway, that was also great. And I think the movie was called A Complete Unknown, but I don't remember. I'm going to watch it probably 8 times in the next 2 months because it was that good. But yeah, this is a fantastic grid. Let's go ahead and check and see what I did wrong. Now, I'm not seeing any blatant holes here. So, again, let the fireworks fall. This is good stuff. I'm excited about that. This is a double win today. I get the best girl on the planet home back to me, and I get to actually solve and mostly understand what the grid was about today. So just beautiful, beautiful grid. Beautiful piece all the way around. I absolutely loved it. This was great. So Philistine, what a challenge. We'll bring down our Benier Dadu. And I just want to say again, thank you. My name is Christopher. I'm delighted that you are here to witness this attempt at solving. It was an awful lot of fun. 978 of these is pretty incredible. And the reason that I'm so fueled by it every day to come on board is because I'm excited that I get to hang out with all of you and do these grids. But now it's time to edit and hang out with my darling bride. And so, thank you for everything. The likes, the comments, and the subscribes, they mean the world to me. And until we see you on the morrow, ich wünsche Ihnen einen schönen Tag noch. Auf Wiedersehen. Tschüss. Servus. Grüß Gott. Ciao. Cin-Cin. Be well out there. Try to be nice to strangers if you can all help it. And we'll see you for the Thursday grid. Cheers.